I'm going to share with you how I was able to scale my trading income and acquire multiple six figures in funded capital, which has allowed me to trade full time. So you can just copy me, learn from the experiences that I'm going to share in this video so that you too can also scale your trading income and potentially double, maybe even triple the income that you're currently making in your trading right now. So do make sure to watch to the end of the video and learn from the experiences that I'm going to be sharing with you. There's lots of insights and values that I'm going to be giving you that you can implement into your own trading. So let's jump straight into it. And what I first want to talk about, and it's funny because when I look back in my own trading, when I was unprofitable, when I was unable to actually consistently pull money out of the markets, I had a misunderstanding. I didn't quite understand this philosophy that I'm going to be sharing with you very shortly about trading. So I had a misunderstanding. I didn't quite understand that this philosophy, this way of thinking that I needed to implement would have made me more money. So the funny thing is, I thought that doing more, spending more time at the charts, doing more back testing meant more money. I thought that if I put in more work, if I spend more time staring at the charts, if I trade multiple sessions, I genuinely thought that this meant I'd make more money. I thought that this would mean I'd be able to scale my income because more trades equals more money. The opposite is completely true. And the philosophy that I want to share with you that's helped me to scale my own trading income and what's going to help you as well is that less is more. I know you've heard it before. Everyone speaks about it in trading, but what does it actually mean? What does it mean for your trading? What did it mean for my trading, and how did it help me to scale my trading income? And what can you learn from it so that you can scale your trading income? And so the philosophy of less is more, if we actually break it down from my own experience, what it meant for me is trading one pair, so trading one asset class. When I was trying to scale my trading, I thought by trading multiple asset classes, I trade forex, so forex pairs, by trading multiple pairs, or for you, it could be stocks, options, futures, crypto, trading multiple asset classes within those financial instruments, I thought that this meant more money, more trades, more money. And like I just said, the complete opposite is true. From my own experience, when I focused on trading one asset class, one forex pair, this allowed me or helped me to really dial in, to eliminate my downside. Okay, it reduced my downside exposure. It helped me to understand how that asset class traded, so I got familiar with its characteristics. And as a result, it allowed me to, like I said, reduce my downside, which as a result allowed me to scale my trading. And this is what the philosophy of less is more is all about from my own experience and what I wanted to share with you so that you can scale your own trading. Once I stopped trading multiple asset classes, and once I also stuck to trading one session, this is then when I was able to begin to scale my trading income. And so by trading one session, I also naturally reduce my downside. I naturally reduce my exposure to the markets. And how this works from my own experience is I identified exactly when my setup is most likely to present itself. So I did all the work, I understood my system, and I gathered data on exactly when my setup is most likely to be presented. And for me personally, it was during London session. So what led me to scaling my trading was identifying that, okay, my A+ setups are most likely to be presented during London. So I just stuck to trading London session. I used to trade New York, but I eliminated it. I stopped staring at the charts all day long and instead focused on a specific time window during the trading day when my edge is most likely to be presented. And this for me is what allowed me to scale my trading income and what I wanted to share with you so that you can also just copy me and scale your own trading income, because we only have so much trading capital or mental capital, throughout the trading day. So what I mean is the longer you're staring at the charts, so the more time, the more hours you spend actively looking, analyzing the markets, the lower quality, or the lower the quality of your decision making is going to become. So think about your mental capital as your trading account. The longer you sit there at the charts, the more hours you spend at the charts, the lower that account gets. Your mental capital depletes. And so as your mental capital depletes, the quality of your decision making is going to also decrease. And so it's going to make it a lot harder for you. And again, from my own experience, it made it a lot harder for me to make good, high quality trading decisions when I was sat at the charts all day long, trading multiple sessions and also trading multiple asset classes. And so bringing back the point and bringing it all back to the philosophy of less is more, once I focused on trading one asset class and focusing on trading one session, and how I picked that session, as I've said, is by identifying when my edge is most likely to be presented. Once I did those two things, this is when I was really able to scale my trading income. This is when I began to acquire multiple six figures in funding, get consistent payouts, and actually go full time as a trader by implementing the philosophy of less is more. And so second point I want to talk about in this video, which links to point one, the less is more. It's also about understanding, or how I scaled my trading income is about understanding your A+ setups. So simple. Normally it's overlooked. Yes, we understand as traders we need to know our edge, but it is imperative to your success in the markets, to being able to scale your trading income. And from my own experience, and this is why I'm sharing this with you, when I became completely clear on exactly what my A+ setups look like, this is when I was able to really scale my trading. Okay, by identifying my A+ setups, I was able to, one, reduce my exposure into the markets. So again, going back to the philosophy of less is more, when I knew what my A+ setups looked like, I ended up trading less. I took less positions because I eventually or slowly began to stop bleeding my account by taking low quality trades, because I knew exactly what my A+ setups look like. And two, when you know what your A+ setup looks like, it makes it easier for you to not overtrade. It makes it easier for you to not take positions that are low quality, as I've just said, and you become a lot more comfortable with missing out on those lower quality setups and simply not trading. And so from my own experience, how I scaled my trading, the second point here is I became very clear on exactly what my best setups look like. I did the journaling, I did the reviewing, I did the back testing, and I identified, okay, when I see X, I will do Y. And this brings me to the point of what I just mentioned there, was getting comfortable with doing nothing. As a trader, from my own experience, what scaled my trading was getting comfortable with doing nothing. Implementing that philosophy of less is more. And I was only able to get comfortable with doing nothing, so going a week if I need to without trading, by actually understanding, okay, this is what I'm looking for. I have to see this criteria in order to take a trade. Anything else is just noise. And so by getting 100% clear, clarifying, okay, this is my A+ setups, this is the type of entry I'm looking to trade, anything else I want to be ignoring. Once I was able to do that, it helped me to get comfortable with sitting out, missing out on trades that aren't or don't meet that criteria, and actually doing nothing. Which again, like I said, goes back to the philosophy of less is more. It made me comfortable with sitting out. So I'd open the charts, let's say, just for an example for you to understand, I'd open the charts and, or even now when I'm trading, of course, when I open the charts, if I don't see anything, because my A+ setup jumps out at me if I see it, and if it's not there, I clearly know it's not there because I've identified my A+ setups, I close the charts and I'll maybe come back 1 or 2 hours later. And so by knowing what my best setups look like, by clarifying my entries, my process, and pinpointing exactly what I need to be trading, it's allowed me to become comfortable with doing nothing, with simply being okay with not looking at the charts or not taking a position for a whole week if need be. And this is one of the prime reasons as to why I was able to scale my trading income, acquire multiple six figures in funded, and trade for a living as I am doing now. And this is what I wanted to share with you so that you can also implement these lessons, copy what I've done, and scale your own trading income. I hope this video has helped, and I'll see you in the next one.